From our In Your Corner team tonight, if you've done this, you know deciding to move is costly and highly stressful for any family.
But a Norman mother says she's between a rock and a hard place and has to leave her home less than 4 months after moving in.
Adam Snyder goes in her corner.
Sometimes it catches some of it.
College student and single mother of 4 with another on the way when we met.
This is a boy. He'll be here and any time now.
Her family moved into this Norman townhome in late January, and just months later, she says she's being forced to move again.
I was devastated.
Her story starts just a week after move-in, when her washer flooded.
So it was backed up. My dining room and kitchen flooded, so I wasn't allowed to use my washer. And then the following day, took a bath, and my kitchen started leaking.
From this strip in the kitchen to flooding toilets and washer, Chelsea complained a handful of times to management. According to her online portal, it appears maintenance was responsive in trying to find a fix, but problems persisted. The company, Red Door Management, noted in March that Chelsea was upset, claimed her ceiling was still leaking, and plumbing hadn't worked since she moved in. On our visit, we found a hole in her kitchen from prior maintenance work, a can for catching dripping water ready on her stove, and some food and other items moved to the living room to keep dry. In the midst of all of this, though, Chelsea was served with a lease violation for failure to maintain her dwelling in a healthy manner in late March. But with 4 kids at home, 9 months into a high-risk pregnancy, Chelsea claims most cleanliness or clutter issues were partially a result of the plumbing.
I like half my snacks and just everything that, is in the way of the leak is in my living room. Why is it leaking?
This all came to a head in mid-April. Chelsea reported her downstairs toilet had flooded again. 3 days later, a letter in the mail.
I got a vacate notice that I had to move out.
Red Door Management claimed in the letter current plumbing issues require the property to be vacant, that they didn't know of the issues prior to Chelsea's move-in, and that the family must be out of the home by May 31st or risk losing their deposit.
I was devastated because I physically cannot move.
We stopped by Red Door Management for a visit and spoke with the owner on the phone.
So she failed to clean up her home and has been there a very short period of time. That is the reason we gave her the notice to vacate.
I've read the notice to vacate, and the notice to vacate cited the issues with plumbing. There's no mention in there of the home being messy.
I will have to talk to the manager.
Chelsea partially pays for this home with the help of Section 8. Red Door claimed in a follow-up email the vacate order cited plumbing problems to better protect Chelsea's federal subsidy moving forward. The true cause, they say, came from that March lease violation, which claimed the home's upkeep was unacceptable and wasn't fixed by a follow-up inspection.
Well, we have a good success rate. We have low complaints, but the woman is not taking care of the home.
But clean is in the eye of the beholder. Chelsea shared these photos she says were taken shortly after the follow-up inspection. And this lines up with what News 4 found. Cluttered? Yes. Dirty? No. And we shared as much on the phone. For somebody who's lived there less than 8 weeks and has had to deal with water leaking from the kitchen to the point where they have to keep some of their food in their living room with 4 children at home and a 5th on the way, with my unprofessional eye, it would look to me that she's doing the best she can. In that post-interview email, Red Door claimed our story would force the company to provide the Norman Housing Authority with the real reason for Chelsea's vacate order, which they claimed would, quote, undoubtedly create an even greater hardship. So we left the decision up to Chelsea, who wanted our story to run, hoping for help and to warn others of what happened. What happens now?
I don't know. I don't know, because I don't physically have the money to move.
Now, since our interview, Chelsea's family has actually grown by 1 more, so a big congratulations to her. Early on in our investigation, we actually spoke with the Norman Housing Authority, but multiple requests at follow-ups to discuss the condition of the property were not returned. Chelsea has been in contact with her caseworker, though, and is looking to make her next steps. We'll check back. I'm Adam Snyder, in your corner.
All right, Adam, thank you. Now, Chelsea has set up a GoFundMe to help with expenses, and you can find a link on our website, KFOR.com.